Hello, Howard. Hello, class. My name is Christina Bavetta.
Hello, Christina.
And so I'm in the business, documentary filmmaking, and it's actually more like factual television, really, or even factual entertainment when it comes down to it now.
Right.
For network television, mostly Discovery Channel and National Geographic. The 9/11, it was the plane that crashed in Pennsylvania. And there were no survivors, so it was really talking to all of the family members of the people on the plane. And so what was really well done was the production company I was working for had given me 4 months ahead of shooting one frame to actually visit and talk to every single one of the family members of every single member on the plane. So we chose 7 out of 40. So, you know, it was a lot of research and prep to try to figure out what were the best stories, but still honor these families to say,
right,
I'm meeting you and I'm talking to you about this documentary and I want to know about your family member. And then in the end, and being honest, like I might not choose your family member to be focused on in our documentary.
So there's some ethics around that.
Absolutely. Tons of ethics. And it was just being honest with them, you know, just really like, there are only 7 out of 40 we're going to focus on. But I promise you that we will honor all 40, but for television, we can't do all 40 stories. So it's more of a strategic story of, you know, maybe some that brushed with the terrorists in a different way, or a lot of it was about the phone calls that were made on the plane. So a lot of it was focused on who made the phone calls and what did they say to their loved ones. And so it was based on a lot of things, and I was just really upfront to say, it's not your family member that's a problem. You know, it's a lot of factors for television. Right. It was television that was driving it. And, but, you know, the one thing I could say to them was, the reason why I'm talking to you and the reason why I'm here is because we want to get your blessing to make the show to begin with. Mm-hmm. We certainly, and that, leading with that was what got me in, was to say, we are not making this documentary unless all of you are on board.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's what got me in the door, if you will.
Was that your decision?
No, it was really the production company saying, and we all agree that there's no way we could make the documentary we wanted to make unless everyone was on board.
Wow.
You know, it really, truly was, and that was the secret of the success of it.
Yeah.
I really do believe that. So that's where, you know, I launched, and for 4 months I was, you know, meeting with all these people. I was, you know, most of the sort of, when I started narrowing down the list of who the main characters were, then I would actually go and visit them and hang out with them. And a lot of them were just like, I don't know, I think I had presented it in such a way that these people were inviting me into their homes. Yeah. And they were saying, you know, come and hang out. And it sounds weird, but 2 cases, I actually like slept over. They were like, you're not staying in a hotel. And I slept overnight in the child's bedroom. Like the bedroom that their child had grown up in. And mind you, these are adults. But, wow. You know, this is when they were kids and they had left. And they were like, stay here. And it's, you know, this was Frank's room when he was growing up. And
oh my God.
I don't know. It was like I had gotten so into the project that it was just more of a fantastic experience to sleep in that man's room. Wow. I did a better interview because I slept in his bedroom.
And why is that, Bavetta? Why do you think that is?
I think because what I really want to say to this class is that it's all about honoring people with interviewing, and even if it's like a scientist about a science show, you know, I don't know, and especially when it's trauma, folks that have experienced trauma, it's just about saying, you know, I am just a vehicle for your story. I am not a journalist.
Right.
Who's here to, you know, show off that I'm a journalist. It's more like, I bow to you. I am so humble. The fact that you're even letting me into this experience with you. Mm-hmm. And I think that humility is what allows them to feel safe. Yeah. And I often, you know, in anticipation of you, Paulette, asking me to do this, I've been thinking a lot. Like, well, then what else, how else can I give a metaphor for, you know, how this works well? Because I do feel that I do effective interviews. You know, I get them And the only reason why it's effective is because they relaxed and they go there. They let themselves into the pain place. They go there with me. Mm-hmm. And I was trying to think, well, how do I get them there? And I think it's because I think they know I'm willing to walk in that pain place with them. I literally am saying, okay, I'm going to grab your hand, and we're going to walk together. But I am protecting you in that place. Like, I'm going with you. Yeah. But I promise you we'll go back out again. I promise you. Right. I am the one that will get us back out. One of the places at the beginning of this career, of interviewing, I never knew whether I could cry with them or not. Yeah. Like, that was a big deal because most of them cry. And I remember thinking to myself, I had this, I swear to you, I had this technique where I would bite the inside of my mouth. Yeah. Because I didn't want to cry with them, because I thought, I had to walk in there with the whole idea of letting them feel safe. Well, I can't break up. Right. Right. But then as I kept going, I don't know, it was almost like I wouldn't let myself fall apart. Right. But I did let some tears come, and it was never inappropriate. I never felt that, like, oh God, I'm losing them, or but I would allow myself to feel it with them. Yeah. I thought that, that was actually part of going with them down the scary place. Yeah. Was to also maybe cry with them. It's being really and truly humble. Because I think that they'll, and I think I get a little goofy, my sense of humor is kind of silly. Yeah. And I can't tell you how many people that I've worked with have, for the first time maybe, they are just like, oh my God, you are so goofy. Like almost to the unprofessional level. Right. But I don't think it has ever done wrong for me. You know? Like, I think it disarms people. Is to say, oh, well, she's not a TV producer. She's goofy. Yeah, goofball. She's a goofball. And then it just takes all the tension out if you're able to have a sense of humor. Just stay steady and be yourself. Don't try so hard to, worry about tiptoeing around them, and just be yourself. They want you to be comfortable around them. Right. That's like a gift, really. It is. Yeah, just relax and don't take it too seriously, I mean, I don't know if that's a weird thing to say, but just, allow them to be joyous, too. Because they need a break from it. They're so steeped in it. Oh, God. Yeah.